Hi and welcome to the podcast. You're having tea with Alice. This week's episode is a solo podcast because I had scheduled a guest and they couldn't make it, but I figured since I'm in front of the computer and I've blocked out the time in my calendar and arranged for people to look after my children for this next little amount of time, I should use it to speak with you, update on my life. I have a writer's retreat in Switzerland that is happening now. We've booked it out. It's full. It's very limited places were snapped up really quickly in a really kind of heartening way. It was such an off the cuff idea. I do weekly writers meetings on Zoom. Well, twice a week actually. I do writers meetings on Zoom for my Patreon subscribers. If you are not a Patreon subscriber, go over to patreon.com/Alice Fraser and you can join up there for a very small amount. You can join our bi-weekly writers meetings, and I just sort of floated the idea. I thought I would love to do a writers retreat. Just go somewhere for a week and write, and the interest was just so immediately there. And so it's going to happen from the 15th to the 20th of September this year, and if it's successful I'll do it again, and I think I'm going to run some writers intensives, and it's made me think of a few things, I think, that are worth talking about. First of all, part of the reason that I thought of doing this writer's retreat, well, first reason was that I went to a friend's place. He has this place in Switzerland and he Airbnbs it out, but we were there in the context of friends, and I got incredibly sick, but it's so beautiful that I felt while I was being sick there, I had this terrible cough for about 3 days. I couldn't get out of bed. And I just thought, this is a very beautiful place to be sick. I would love to write a novel here. That's the first seed of the writer's retreat. And the second was thinking about AI. And I write a lot of jokes about AI for the Bugle and for the Gargle and for various news satire things, because AI is in the news a fair bit. And, apart from the fact that all of these AI tech lords tend to overpromise in order to get investment, win the lottery of venture capital, and then ride off into the sunset with their ill-gotten gains before they're required to actually deliver on their promises. People talk about AI in terms of these vast kind of effects that they'll have. They'll change the world for the better, or they will destroy the world. And either of those may be true. I can't see the future, but I think the most likely outcome of AI in a real sense on a day-to-day level is that there'll just be more crap. Like, you know how now, even now, you pick up the phone and it takes you a second to figure out if it's a scam caller or somebody you know or a legitimate stranger. Likewise, if you're engaging with someone online, trying to figure out if they're a bot or not takes a second or two. I think as AI gets better and better and more prevalent, it will just be like that. A better imitation of a person on the scam call, a better imitation of a person in the bot interaction. So it'll just take up more space and more time wading through garbage trying to figure out who's real or not. And in that context, the thing that becomes a luxury is personhood, being a person talking to people. And certainly, that's one of the things that's been really important for me in creating my online community with these salons that I do and the writers meetings. All of that is about, because I find it weird when I put out work and then people are fans of it, to kind of have that distance where I'm not a person. So when I meet a person, I kind of try to be a person. That's a very bad explanation. The point is, doing a writer's retreat feels like the next step onward from doing these writers meetings, where I just think it's a nice thing to do. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and trying to make it happen in a way that works as a business thing. And then it feels so right for me. It's a surprise. It's one of those things that is so suitable for the things that I'm good at. It's almost a surprise that I haven't been doing it for all these years. I was tutoring in high school. I love sort of teaching and helping people bring out what they want to bring out in their work, and try and, in all sorts of writing, whether it's creative writing or technical writing, you're trying to use words to achieve an end. You're trying to use them to do something. And the process of helping other people do the thing that they want to be doing with their writing is something that I find really natural, and it's now something that I have a lot of experience with. And I don't know whether it's like that I did the last post and wrote 366 different days of made up satire comedy in an alternate universe that killed my imposter syndrome, or whether it's that I'm older and a mother now, or I've just reached a certain age where I've acquired enough legitimacy to the world and in my own mind that I'm like, no, yeah, I can do this, and I should be doing it, and I should have been doing it. I have the skill set. I can make a really good space for people to write and create. Anyway, I feel very positive and hopeful about it. I'll be running some writers' intensives in London and Tokyo as well, and kind of expanding this out. So if you want to, was not meant to be an ad in any way, but if you want to write with me, come on to patreon.com/Alice Fraser and join our writers group. And if you'd like to come, I'll keep putting out information as I sort out the intensives in London and in Tokyo, and there'll probably be some in Australia as well. Again, pending success, but I feel very positive. So good luck to you all. Tweet me on @alliterative. I'm on Blue Sky as well under some name or other. And otherwise, I'll see you in the world somewhere. Thank you for having tea with me. You're having tea with Alice.
Oh, do you know her or do you not? This dolphin mistress we have got. Elsie Thompson, it is her name, and she helps the dolphins at every frame. Lousy rifle doll.